Welcome to Grandpa Willie's Wisdom. Um, I can start off by telling you that I'm not selling anything. And so I don't really care whether you watch or not, but if you want to learn some things about somebody who is looking back on life and they know a few things, just keep watching. I was born in 1946, so if you graduated elementary school, you can figure out how old I am and how many years I've been watching people do stupid things. So I'm trying to share with you some things that you might find helpful. To begin with, my mama wanted everybody to know that my daddy was, in fact, my daddy. So she named me exactly the same as my father. I mean, the name is exactly the same. No junior, no the second, or anything like that. She gave me exactly the same name. So you can imagine that when I moved into the family homestead some years later, and I had exactly the same name as my father and exactly the same address as my father, then the credit people went crazy because my dad was born in 1898. And so some of the reporting agencies thought I was 110 years old. So how can I still be going on ski trips or cruises when I'm 110? So that was their problem. Anyway, uh, Mama always wanted me to be a brain surgeon. As it turned out, that's what I was planning to be. But in one of my biology classes, the instructor looked at the drawing that I had made of what I saw in the microscope, and he said, "You need to either get better glasses or a different career because you can't tell me that that's what you saw on that slide." So I became an accountant. I always like to figure things out, and so that's what I chose to learn how to do. Um, I have also been involved in either as an agent or a broker in real estate since 1968, and I have been a CPA since 1975, and I have held business jobs in business and industry, and I also started teaching. And I realized pretty soon that you cannot make a living teaching unless you have a doctorate. So I went back to school, got my PhD from the University of Missouri up in Columbia, and then came back to Texas where I was born and reared. And then I've taught school for 30 years in the Texas A&M system in various system schools around the state. And so I decided now it's time to start looking back and giving some information back to the younger people that maybe you can avoid some of the mistakes that people have made. So, anyway, uh, the last little tidbit, some of my students have said that I was funny in some of the things I said. I don't understand because I'm a Scorpio, and Scorpios are just not funny people. They're accountants and architects, and you know they're not they're not stand-up comedians. But anyway, if you think I say something funny, laugh. If you don't, then don't worry about it. If you want to see what else I'm doing, go to adultbloomers.org and you'll see the nonprofit that I'm working with. Anyway, um, there'll be more of these, and I just wanted to do an introduction and let you know who I am.